What is the difference between a concrete slab foundation and a concrete perimeter foundation? Find out in this video. Hey there, thanks again for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, share this channel with your friends and family or anybody who's thinking about buying or selling real estate in the San Francisco Bay Area. My name is Joe Polyak, local San Francisco Bay Area real estate agent with Rise Homes. And I make these videos for you if you are thinking about buying, selling, or just are interested in San Francisco Bay Area real estate. We have generally two types of foundation in the San Francisco Bay Area. We either have homes that are built on a concrete slab, which is just basically one cement block that the home sits on, or a concrete perimeter foundation, where there's actually a concrete perimeter and then there's a crawl space or potentially even a basement and a lot of space underneath the first level of the house. Let's talk a little bit about some of the advantages or disadvantages of both. Some of the homes that will commonly have a concrete slab foundation are a famous type of home, famous type of architecture here in the San Francisco Bay Area, and these are known as Eichler properties. And these are on a concrete slab with no crawl space and also usually no attic space either. Generally, the reason why builders nowadays are more commonly building properties on a slab foundation is it's just cheaper. To pour one piece of concrete is cheaper, and with building costs going up and up and up, it ends up being cheaper. So if you're building your own house, oftentimes you may choose to do a concrete slab foundation. And overall, over time, it's less maintenance because you can't get under the house anyway to be able to repair things. Because it's one concrete slab, it might not necessarily move as much over time, and so you don't have to repair certain parts of it. Those are the advantages. The disadvantages, in my opinion, are much more. The disadvantages of the concrete slab foundation are oftentimes the advantages of a concrete perimeter foundation. So in a concrete slab, you cannot access or you cannot go underneath the house. So a concrete perimeter where you have space underneath the main floor of the house, and in a lot of properties in San Francisco, like marina style properties or other generally homes that have a very large basement space that have a slab on the bottom but have a concrete perimeter and staircase going up, where you have the exposed ceiling and exposed walls in the garage basement level. All of these types of homes, you're able to access the plumbing, the pipes, if they put electrical there, ductwork, if you have a furnace or a water heater. Well, it doesn't matter where you have the furnace. If the ductwork is underneath the house and going in underneath, you have access to all of these areas, and that means that you can easily, without a ton of expenses, repair all of these things and replace pipes and wiring and ductwork and all of that good stuff. Another thing is that I mentioned earlier that maybe it might not be as much maintenance for a concrete slab foundation. Well, it's a little bit deceiving because in our area generally, there's, we're known for our earthquakes, and so there could be a lot of seismic activity in a certain area, or there could be really bad drainage in a certain area, like the certain flat areas along the peninsula or just other parts in the San Francisco Bay Area. There will be a lot of movement and drainage issues, and so if that property is on a slab and then that movement from seismic activity, earthquakes, or bad drainage causes cracks within the foundation, you can't get in and just repair sections of that, to the best of my knowledge, unless there's some way that people can. And I did want to make a little caveat here that I wanted to make earlier, but I forgot. I'm not a contractor. This is not what I do for a living, but I have seen thousands of homes and looked at thousands of disclosure packages with inspection reports. So I do have some perspective, and it may be wrong. So please feel free to correct me. I always love to learn more. I am learning based. So if you do have major cracks, and I have seen properties that have major cracks in the slab, to my understanding, the only way you can really fix that is that you have to drill underneath and you have to either seal it, or potentially you have to lift the house and redo the slab if it's really, really major. And so obviously that's monstrously expensive, as opposed to if you have really bad drainage issues or seismic activity or something like that with a house that has a concrete perimeter. You can just continue to repair the areas of the property that have cracks or movement or issues, and you can go underneath the house and attack those issues before they become more major. Generally speaking, in my opinion, it's probably in the long term a little bit better and a little bit more convenient and a little bit cheaper and more practical to have a property that has a crawl space and a concrete perimeter foundation has space, or a basement or something like that, where you can get underneath the house, make repairs, fix things, and just have access to underneath the house all throughout. Now, with that being said, with that caveat being said, we have a lot of beautiful mid-century modern Eichler style or just other types of well-known architects have built homes that are on a slab. And that's not to take anything away from those properties. You just have to keep in mind that if there are drainage issues, there is seismic activity, or you do want to install central forced air heating or air conditioning, that you have to be a little bit more creative than if you had access to underneath the house, or an attic for that matter. But we'll talk about that in another video. Again, I really hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was valuable. I hope it was helpful for you. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, share, comment, help me out. Again, my name is Joe Polyak, local San Francisco Bay Area real estate agent. Feel free to call or text me at 415-595-2647, or shoot me an email at joe@homesbyrise.com. Thanks again.